For those who are listening, I'm going to do a bit of a breakdown on what I understand about Freemasonry. And I've been doing a pretty deep dive into this subject, even so much that my dad's been looking into these guys for well over 20 years. And I'm informing him of things he didn't know, which is great because now we can share information regarding this. Now, full disclosure, I have no issues with Freemasons in and of themselves. Once again, it's the same thing I battle with when it comes to Jews, Muslims, Catholics. We have fundamental differences in our beliefs and our approaches. And so it's not the people that I have a problem with. It's their belief, it's their approach, it's their worldview. So, part of my breakdown, I had asked a question to myself since I know people who are Masons and Shriners. And I was curious where the correlation between the Shriners and the Masons were. So, I asked Google, what degree of Mason do you have to be to join the Shriners? And it says it's a completely separate group. But it is also only Master Masons in good standing can join this group. And so, I looked up the top 10 groups that require you to be a Master Mason in good standing to join. And I found them very interesting. The first 5 definitely stand out, but the other ones are important as well. So, in order to join, you have to be a Master Mason to join the Shriners, the York Rite, which is 7 degrees after the 3, Scottish Rite, which is 30 degrees after the 3, that's where you get your 33rd degrees, the Knights Templar, I've mentioned them in the past, the Tall Cedars of Lebanon. That one stands out because of their obsession with Solomon and his wisdom and his magic. The National Sojourners, the High 12 International, the Allied Masonic Degrees, the Order of the White Shrine of Jerusalem. Don't get me started on that one. And then the Order of the Amaranth, which is a flower. Now, what I found interesting and what I educated my dad on is that there's this thing called the Blue Lodge. That's the introduction. Anytime you see an Elks or a Moose or any of those lodges, these are low-level Masonic groups. And so your first degree is an apprentice. Your second degree is your fellow craft. And your third degree is your Master Mason. And that's when a lot of people stay within those 3 degrees. I believe my grandfather was only up to the 3rd degree. He still hung out in lodges. So, when it boils down to it, I have no issues with the Masons, but I am trying to point out what William Schnoebelen said. They don't read the books. They don't know that they worship Lucifer.